Hi boys and girls. Today our learning goal is I can make two subtraction sentences with the same whole. And so that means you remember that we've talked about how the whole is the number that we have all together. So we're going to start with this number. This is the number 10. I'm going to write the word whole here, which makes me think of a whole pizza or a whole pie. That means how many slices do I have all together? My part is 1. So I have one part and I'm missing the other part. We're going to be able to make two subtraction sentences using this same family today. So after watching that video, you've probably gotten pretty good at figuring out the missing part and being able to use the same whole number to start both sentences. Let's try it with the number 9. So number 9 is going to start both of my subtraction sentences. So I have one part will be 2. I need to figure out my missing part. How many is in this part? I'm going to give you a second to figure it out. Did you make a 5 group in your mind? If so, that's one strategy that you can use to figure out the missing number. So I'm drawing a 5 group. Remember, that's when I take the 5 dots and I keep them together. I have 5. I need to get to 9. So I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I can cross out 2 of my 5 group and find out what's left. Well, I know 5 plus 2 equals 7. So my missing number must be 7. So now I can make this subtraction sentence in 2 different ways. I can start on this side and say 9 minus 2 equals 7. 9 minus 2 equals 7. Or I can go the opposite way and use the other side of the number bond. So I can say 9 minus 7 equals 2. I'm starting with the same number, and I'm just doing the opposite on the other side. Using my number bond will really help me remember which side to go from and always start with the whole number. That's the biggest number. Now let's take a look at our math page. Remember, always start with your name at the top. I'm going to write my name while you write yours. Remember, if something is going too fast, you can press pause, or you can take the little circle at the bottom of the video and you can scroll back if you need to listen to something again. I always ask my friends to add the date. So today's date is November the 1st, 2015. So first thing we always do is read the directions. It says solve the sets. Cross off on the 5 groups. Use the first number sentence to help you solve the next. So I'm going to get my pencil out and be ready. It says 10, take away 9. Well, I know I have 10 there all together, and I like that they put them in 5 groups for me. I'm going to cross off 5, and then I'm going to cross off 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 1 left. Now, if I do the opposite, and I cross off just 1, I know that I have 9 left. You try number 2 and number 3 on your own. For numbers 4, 5, and 6, the directions say make a math drawing and solve. So they're asking us to use the 5 group cards to make a drawing. So we're going to start with 10. So I'm going to draw 10, I'm going to draw 5, and then my other 5 group card, 5, and then I'm going to take away 4. And now I know that I have 5 and 1 more, which makes 6. Now I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to just use this math drawing to help me solve the other one. So I know that I have 10 all together, and I took away 6, which would be these 5, and then this one more, which means that I have only 4 left. So if you notice that there's actually a pattern happening here. 10 minus 4 equals 6, 10 minus 6 equals 4. You're noticing that these two addends are actually switching to make the difference. Do numbers 5 and number 6 on your own. When you flip your paper over, the directions on the back say subtract. Then write the related subtraction sentence. Make a math drawing if needed and complete a number bond for each. So if you don't need to make a math drawing, if you can just do the number bond to help you, you do not have to use this space to make a drawing. So we're going to start from here. Remember that the big number, the 10, always goes into our whole spot. In our part, we have the number 8. And so we're missing one number. I need to figure out what 10 minus 8 equals. Well, I'm going to go the opposite way. I know that 8 plus 2 equals 10. And now I'm going to make the opposite related fact. 10 minus 2 equals 8. Do numbers 8, 9, and 10 on your own. It's the same directions on the bottom, but this time they're not giving you the initial sentence. You have to figure out both sentences, which I know you can do on your own. Now the second page should look very familiar to what we just did. We just worked with the number 10, and on this page you're going to work with the number 9. So you'll notice that there's one less dot on each group. So starting from number 1, it says, solve the sets, cross off on the 5 groups. Write the related subtraction sentence that would have the same number bond. So starting with the number 9, I know that the next number I have to take away is the number 8. So I'm going to cross out my 5 group and then cross out 6, 7, 8, and I'm left with 1. Looking at my next group, I'm going to take away just 1, and I'm left with 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to write the number 8. Do the numbers 2 and 3 on your own. This is exactly like the page you just completed, so go ahead and keep going as you make a 5-group drawing for numbers 4, 5, and 6. This page looks familiar too. When you flip your paper over on the back side, you're going to subtract and write the related subtraction sentence. Make a math drawing if needed and complete a number bond. So again, if you don't need to make a picture, don't draw one, but you do need to work on finishing up the number bond. And on numbers 11, you'll need to write the missing part and write the 2 matching subtraction sentences, just like you did with the number 10. I'm very proud of you for working so hard. Keep going.